government's announcing it's going to look at the rules that surround Eden Park in the hope of opening it up for more events more often. Chris Bishop's the RMA Reform Minister with us this morning. Minister, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, a lot of people are saying, why are you announcing consultation on then a potential announcement? But actually, in the law you passed, you have to consult on this, right?
That's right. So this is a new provision in the law. It only actually got introduced a couple of weeks ago that gives the government the ability to reach into local plans, district plans, in this case the Auckland plan, and change provisions or modify provisions that are negatively holding back economic growth or development. So it's a very new power. It's the first time we're looking to use it, and the law says I have to start an investigation. So I've done that, and we're now investigating exactly what the rules in the Auckland plan have in relation to Eden Park and whether or not they're holding back growth.
How long does a review take? How long does this take?
Oh, a matter of weeks. It'll be 4 to 6 weeks, and there's a bit of a statutory process. I've got to do an investigation, I've got to do some work, got to consult with the council, and then we've got to make an assessment. So I'd say it'll all be wrapped up within a matter of a couple of months.
Okay, and by then you'll have rules changed?
Well, after that, the rules will change, yes, if indeed that's what I decide. So I've got to be careful that I don't prejudge the investigation.
Yeah, I know, but we all know, Minister, come on, it's a sham, the consultation process. Why did you put it in there in the first place?
Well, we've got to go through a process. I think people would expect that when the government
you made
does
the process,
which has never been done before. Well, we're going through a process in which the government's reaching into district plans and literally altering things that have been decided by local communities. So I think most people would expect that you have a robust process around that. Now, my own view is, as I've indicated publicly, as the government said, is that the current rules are, frankly, a bit comical. Like, you're not allowed more than 4 concerts in a 4-week period. Concerts have to finish, or sporting events have to finish at 10:30 unless it's 9:30 unless it's cricket, when it can go to 10 o'clock. You can only have 12 concerts from 6 different artists. I mean, it's all a little bit comical, but we've got to go through a process. But it's not going to take very long. And remember, if we hadn't changed the law a couple of weeks ago, we wouldn't be able to do this at all.
All right, fair enough. Well, Nick Saunter was on the show this morning. He says they've got 35 events a year at the moment. He'd like 52. Is that dreaming, or is that within the realms of possibility?
I think that's very much in the realms of possibility. If we change these rules, and of course we've got the event boost announced by Louise Upston on Sunday and Monday, then we could see many more events at Eden Park. And it's not just about Eden Park, by the way. We want to see more events at the stadium here in Wellington, down at Forsyth Bar Stadium in Christchurch, in Dunedin, and of course the new stadium, which is soon to open in Christchurch. So it's not just about Eden Park, but we want to see big events all around the country, big touring acts coming to New Zealand. We want Oasis to come to New Zealand. I've got to go to Sydney to see Oasis. We want them to come to New Zealand. We want Taylor Swift to come back to New Zealand.
Oh, come on. Taylor's never coming back, and you just got to hope those boys don't have another dust-up before they get to Australia.
Well, I've got to say, I bought the tickets, and that's what all of our friends are saying. It's like, we bought the tickets about a year ago. It's like, I don't know if we're actually going to make it, because will they still be going come November?
Apparently one of them needs the money desperately, so you might be in luck. Hey, are you going to pull, you mentioned other districts, are you going to pull this lever with other venues, with other councils?
Well, it's interesting you say that. I was giving a speech yesterday in the Hut, actually, and I was talking about what we'd just done in relation to Eden Park, and someone from the audience said, "Oh, you need to look into the stadium down here. There's similar rules in Wellington." So I said, "Well, look, let me know about them. They haven't been raised with me previously, but I think as people learn about the ability for the government to do these things, we may well see some other regions express interest. So let's just wait and see."
Your finger's on the button, just waiting to press it. I was watching the other day, because you're also going after the housing, you want not the skyscrapers, but you want 15 stories near the train stations. And there was a resident from Mount Eden attending a local meeting, and she said, and I just want to read you her comments, she said, "How would you feel, Chris Bishop, if we put a 15-storey tower next to your new house in Days Bay?"
I would say if my house in Days Bay was next to a major train station, like Kingsland Station is or Mount Eden Station is, that's right next door to, that's basically a 7, 9, 10-minute train ride away from the CBD of Auckland, connected on a multi-billion-dollar railway link, then that's the sort of development that I think most people in New Zealand kind of support. Once we start to build this great public transport and mass transit, for example, particularly in our major cities like Auckland, That's the sort of development that we should be allowing, not compelling, by the way. So no one's demanding that these things get built. It's just about allowing them to be built. Obviously, whether or not they get built depends on the market and the economics and landowners too, by the way. Then, that's the sort of development that I think people would expect in those sort of areas.